A planner, essentially, when you talk about essentials, absolute must-haves, you just need a planner, you just need a pen or something to write with. You really don't need more than that. So that's pretty much it. Video over. Just kidding. Okay, I wanted to share with you what I consider to be my planner essentials. Hello, my crafty friends. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. And today's video is focusing on planning essentials. What do you need to get started on planning? If you're new here, welcome. My name is Lori. This is my place where I share all things planning, crafting, and Disney related. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for being here, guys. I'm so happy to be recording again. And hopefully I'll be busting some of these videos out now that I have a little more free time before school starts. I'm really trying to take advantage of this time. So when we're talking about planning and what you essentially need to get started with planning, if you're completely new to the planning world, really you need a planner and something to write with. That's all you need. Now, if you ask some other people, they may say, yes, you need a planner, you need all the stickers, you need all the things. And you know, that's totally fine. If that's your jam, go for it. But really, when it comes down to planning, the planner should be functional. It should serve the purpose of showing you your time, how you're spending your time, what your priorities are. It should be a place where you establish your goals, you set your timelines, you make your list, you cross the things off. Otherwise, it's kind of like, what's the point of a planner, right? A planner, essentially, when you talk about essentials, absolute must-haves, you just need a planner, you just need a pen or something to write with. You really don't need more than that. I wanted to share with you what I consider to be my planner essentials. So the things that I absolutely carry with me when I'm going to work, even when I'm taking a road trip. What are the things that I want with me that don't take up a lot of space, that are the absolute necessities for planning? So I'm gonna share with you today my top planning essentials. So first things first, obviously, if you're talking planning essentials, you need a planner. This is a Happy Planner. This is a classic size. And this is the size that I've been using recently since I have been at home during the summer. And this is what I use when I travel. This is more of my personal planner. I have a completely separate planner for work where I keep like all my work notes, and it has my different tasks and things, and it's a bigger size. So for me, I have two planning essentials. I need a planner for my own personal work, and I need a planner for work, because I don't necessarily want to sit in a meeting and open this up and have everyone in my meeting know when my doctor's appointments are, or what I plan to eat for dinner that night. They don't need to know that. If my planner is open, it just needs to show the essential tasks that need to get done for work. So I have a classic size and a large size. I love a disc bound system. This is a Happy Planner, and these are the Happy Planner discs that has the cute little heart. Hopefully you can see that. But my absolute favorite discs are from Levenger, and there are only a handful of actual physical brick and mortar Levenger stores, but you can order Levenger materials from online. They are a little more expensive, but with that price comes really, really great quality product. So I absolutely love the Levenger discs, and I plan on investing and getting a little more Levenger discs. They are aluminum discs. They're just really well made. The ring around it, I don't know if you can see that little lip. It's just a little bit deeper than the Happy Planner, and you can see the size difference. Of course, Levenger and Happy Planner have different size discs. So the little ring right here where the paper actually holds on, it's just perfect for any pages that you're putting in here. It holds it really well, nothing falls out. I have tried different discs, like I've tried the tool discs, but not all of the discs are created equal, especially when it comes to the lip right here. So really pay attention to that if you're looking at the disc bound system, but my absolute favorite are Levenger. The next thing in my planning essentials are pens. I prefer to write in a 0.5, and I absolutely love the Papermate Ink Joy gel pens. These are fantastic. And my newest favorite pen is from Zebra, and it's the blend pen. They're a 0.7. I typically prefer a 0.5. I do believe they make them in 0.5, but I actually like this in a 0.7. It writes really, really well, and I like that it doesn't smudge on the Happy Planner paper, as well as the Papermate ink gel that doesn't smudge when I write. That's always a key factor for me with paper. If I write with a pen and it smudges really easily, that's going to be an issue for me. So in terms of pens, these are my favorite. Now, I don't write in pencil often. However, that's probably going to happen a lot more this year because, you know, teaching during a pandemic, we're pivoting as frequently as we can. That's what we're saying in our district. We're going to pivot. We're just going to shift the way we do things. We're still going to do what we do. We're just going to shift it and do it a little bit differently. So, I might be writing in pencil a lot more. And I really do like this Energize pencil. It's a mechanical pencil. This one is a 0.5, and I've had this for quite a while. It's a really great pencil. It does have the eraser, so you can add that. You can order refills for that, and then of course you can order refills for the pencil lead as well. So this is one of my favorite pencils, the mechanical pencil from Pentel. It's the Energize pencil. The next thing that I consider an essential with my planner is a really good highlighter. And I have really, really fallen in love with the Zebra mild liners. I think this is a staple in a lot of planner people's kits. And in fact, I bought all the colors and I have them all right here because they are my favorite. Like, these are just great. They're super vibrant. They've lasted a really long time. I love that you have the dual tips. So you have the flat chisel right here, and then you have just the fine point. Some of them are finer points than others. And then of course, the more you use it, the more it's going to wear down. Like this one, for example, is fairly new. So you can see it's really nice and fine point. This is my favorite color. I love the actual color. Like, it's just such a beautiful yellow, and it's not a super bright yellow. This is my favorite. Like, I'm gonna have to rebuy this because I use this in everything in my planner. This is my all-time favorite, and the color is gold. It's in gold. So the mild liner in gold, this is my all-time favorite. The next thing on my list that I consider an essential for a really nice quality planner that I want to use every single day is the paper quality. I really want a piece of paper that is going to take ink very well. It's not going to bleed through on the other side. It's going to feel good under the pen. And I know these are things that when I say it out loud, I'm like, I think too much about this. I really have too much of an opinion on this matter. But for me, it's super important. I want to have a piece of paper that feels good when I write on it. So I do like the Happy Planner pages. I do buy those refills, and or actually I do buy a new Happy Planner pretty much every year because it's affordable and it's accessible, and the paper is really nice and it's got a really good print on there. It doesn't bleed to the other side. When I print additional pages to place in my planner, they have to be on at least a 28-pound piece of paper minimum. I do keep that in stock, and I'll print whatever I need on there. Of course, if I'm at work or if I get copies of things at work and it's on regular copy paper, that's fine because you can still add it to your planner. But if it's something that I'm printing, I like the 28-pound paper because it does have a thicker feel, and so it tends to hold up better in my planner than a regular piece of copy paper. But over time, copy paper, if you're turning the pages enough, it's gonna kind of wear down over time. I really do like a 28-pound piece of paper because it's much more sturdy and it holds up well in the disc-bound system. Another essential for me is having a paper clip, and you can use a basic paper clip, but I like to have some cute paper clips. Like here I have my arrow. It's just kind of like a, here's where we're at, Lori. And I use this the most to clip my weekly pages that have passed. And so when I'm looking at my month at a glance, I can flip directly to the most immediate week. So I use my paper clips like that. This is something that has recently become an essential item because I didn't really use them in the past, and I'm still trying to figure out which ones are my favorite. But it is essential for me to have some sort of post-it or sticker that I can use to quickly add to my planner. Something that I can stick in my planner that catches my eye. I can jot down some information, and it may be temporary or it may be something that's permanent in my planner, but it gives me the flexibility to have a temporary note that I can place on the go or, you know, really quickly. This is from the Happy Planner, and it's just a cute little dashboard. It has different shapes and sizes. So these are more of like a cute post-it, and so I can jot down different ideas or different important meetings that come up that maybe were last minute meetings and I didn't have necessarily in my planner. I like that I can place it really quickly in my planner. It draws attention because it's a cute little sticker or post-it. And if I need to add it to my month at a glance, but it might be something that changes, I'm not fully committed. I also like to use different sizes for things that I don't necessarily need to add to my planner, but I need to keep an eye on. Like for here, I ordered something and I want to track the order as it comes in. And so I anticipate they'll come in on this day and they may not. And so if I need to, I can move it to another section. So I really like to have post-its and use that for kind of like the temporary information. So the next thing that I'm going to share is not necessarily anything that I carry with me, but when I think about my planning, what I've used consistently over the past couple of years, this definitely is something that's in my planner essentials list. And so that is a laminating machine. I actually don't have a specific laminating machine, but I do have a Mink machine, which works really well as a laminating machine. And so with that, you need laminating sheets. And I have used these in a variety of ways. More recently, I've used it to create my own personalized tabs. So in my planner, I wanted to create a section for YouTube, social media, Amigo Gift Company, which is my small shop on Etsy, and then a section for health. These are things that I want to plan for and look at frequently. I used my Mink machine to take some old planning pages that I absolutely loved and had a message that I wanted to keep. And you can see there's the tab from the old one. I just trimmed it off. And then I took a page that I really liked, like this is a note page, and I laminated it, and it did a couple of things for me. It helps me create my own personalized sections in my planner. I know some people will franken-plan and they'll actually use the same covers from multiple planners and they'll put it all in one planner. For me, that was way too bulky and it just wasn't something that I wanted. I want a light planner that I'm willing to carry with me. And so I wanted something that would be lightweight but would also still divide the sections for me. So by laminating these sheets, not only was I able to create my own dividers for my planner, but I was also able to reuse my planning pages from previous planners that the months expired. And even though I wasn't going to use the planner any longer, I really liked some of the pages. I added just a little tab right here and I just cut out the tab exactly where I wanted it, used a little label maker to make my label. But what I really like is that I also now have a dry erase board. And so I use the Erin Condren wet erase markers and I write little notes on here. And so like the things that I wanted to do this week I have here, and as they're done, I can wipe it off. So now not only did I reuse and recycle some previous dividers, and not only did I create my own dividers, but I also created a wet erase or dry erase board right on the back because it's laminated. And so you can just write on it with a dry erase or wet erase marker, and it's a super functional way to reuse dividers and create some really specific dividers for your planners. And then last but not least, the one thing that I always have in my planners, whether it's the personal planner that I carry with me or my work planner that I carry to work, I always have extra sheets of paper because there's always a new idea or a list that I need to make, and sometimes I don't have the space on my actual week at a glance, or maybe I don't want to write it there. And so having extra pages are super critical for me to have. I also like to carry the small half-size sheets as well, so I use those a lot for like my grocery lists and things like those. But extra paper in my planner, totally an essential item. Okay, so that's it. Those are my top planning essentials, the things that I use pretty much every single day or every single month, and things that have been in my planning world for the past couple of years. So I hope that these gave you a couple of ideas of some new things to try out, some new ways to use some old planner pages. And if you guys have any questions about planners or planning or creating your own planner, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. If you haven't already, hit subscribe or give me a thumbs up and let me know that you like this video. Take care, guys. Bye.